Are we streaming? Yes, we are streaming and we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the live watch along of the 2025 Formula One Qatar Grand Prix. I am your host with the most, and the most important thing of the day is that I have a beanie. Now, should I wear it or should I not wear it? I don't know. Anyway, the reason why I'm talking about something absolutely unrelated to Formula One is because it seems like the championship is over. It's like that's all the main fun like we could have had this season, and Max Verstappen tried his best, but the car is just simply too unstable. And this is a problem with Red Bull is that they always start the weekend in back foot. Like in the 2025 Brazilian Grand Prix weekend, which was also a sprint weekend, they were nowhere until the main race. So that's a problem they need to sort out, and they haven't done it enough times with like enough degree of accuracy across the season for it to matter. So that's a key thing that they need to sort. It's a difficult car, and we all know the issues around it, but like that's the main reason why the title is over. There is no fun at all in life, but it was good, like the times in which McLaren will make mistakes and trip over each other, and why the volume is just blasting through. I turn on the headphones because I want to listen to the driver's radio messages, but that's really about it. I don't listen to the commentary because I like to yap all over it. It is what it is. Anyway, that's the issue. We don't have a fight in our hands anymore. Like until and unless a chaos happens into turn one, which I don't think it's gonna happen, because they have papaya rules. And look, we can mock papaya rules as much as we want, but I don't think Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris where like that. But then again, in motorsports there's always the fucking what if, you know what I mean. And that's what's interesting, because in qualifying session Lando Norris tried to give dirty air to Oscar Piastri in his push lap, and he didn't improve in the final sector, like Oscar Piastri. And there's footage of this, Norris's onboard footage. Someone clipped it and uploaded it on Reddit, and like that's basically it. Lando's race engineer tells the location of Piastri on track behind him, and Lando just manages his pace very suspiciously in a way that will give Oscar Piastri dirty air in the final sector, which is a high-speed sector. And Piastri didn't improve in that sector by by much or not at all in that sector. So that's really is a possibility. So the dynamic between Piastri and Norris are now subtly changing. So that's why I said that in motorsports, like there is always this wild what if, right? And what if Norris and Piastri crash into each other? Max Verstappen takes the checkered flag because he will be in the lead, and once you are lead in Qatar, even if you are half a second slower than the car behind, you can still manage it. And Red Bull's amazing pit stop strategies always work out because that's how good they are. So we will see, and I'm just really really excited to experience one of those what ifs. I really want Max Verstappen to claim his fifth world title in a row. It'll be something beautiful to watch, and it's just it's for the lore, it's for the story, like it's for the boys. When people will be drinking alcohol mixed with Red Bull with their boys, they will say these things. They will be like, hey, do you remember that crazy season in which Verstappen was nowhere, and out of nowhere he won the world title? That's insane. So that's what it is all about, ladies and gentlemen. It's about having these amazing what if moments. So we need the McLarens collide, and if Lando Norris wins Qatar Grand Prix, then he is going to be the Formula One 2025 World Championship. So there's a lot at stake here. So we need Lando to crash. We need him to have a DNF. We need something like that. We need something like that. Otherwise, it's not gonna work, man. It's not gonna work, ladies and gentlemen. So anyway, the drivers are lined up on the grid, nice and tight, and the formation lap will begin in like half a minute or something like that. Am I live? Am I watching it live? Yes, I am watching it live. So the covers go off. Seems like everybody's starting with a new set of mediums. We will get the details. I mean, like Bernie Collins is probably saying this from the commentary box. Let me lend a ear. Yes. Bernie Collins. There's some soft tire starters. Hülkenberg, Hamilton. So it'll be a medium, hard, and soft. But I think a better one will be medium, hard, medium. So Bernie Collins, I mean, as usual, she gave a lot of information, and one of the key like information is she's just like speculating how people are going to do well, and Hülkenberg is starting on the softs. So is Lewis Hamilton. Either is gonna work out amazingly so that like Lewis just makes up a whole bunch of places at the start of the race, or like it's gonna like accelerate his pain. So that's the thing. But we will see. The formation lap is nice. Verstappen is pushing like crazy. He needs to back the pack up, man. He needs to back the pack up. He needs to back the pack up. If Verstappen backs the pack up, then he will have better tires compared to the others in front of him. And that's just a strategy that everybody does. I think Piastri is going to get fucked because of this. I think that's going to happen. I think we will see this from Norris, who is gunning for a win today. And I think he's going to do this. I think he's going to back the pack up. Yes, Norris is backing the pack up. That's what I'm saying, man. Norris is now like he is like at his throats. He is not. I mean, he has closed up. Verstappen is too far behind. So that's like one of the most interesting things. And this is the crazy part, because everybody now is doing the Max Verstappen special. So Norris is doing the Max Verstappen special. He's way behind than Piastri. Piastri is, starting to crawl up the grid places to go and stand at the pole position places. And then everybody is just so distributed because everybody's just playing this mind game. So Lewis Hamilton could have an advantage because he's on the softs and they can be warmed up pretty nicely. But the thing is, the Ferrari is a shitbox. So I don't even want to pay any attention to Hamilton because we got a title fucking decider, man. A potential title decider. It is a title decider. Either Norris will win or not, right? We will know for sure. So it is a title decider race. All right. Someone went through Franco Colapinto will start from the pit lane. They made a lot of changes to his fucking car. I almost made other plans today. But then I remember that, it's F1 weekend. So, obviously nothing else matters. And here we are. So, all right, we are all lined up on the grid. We need a crash. Just a tap, Oscar, just a tap. Have a poor start, just a tap. All right, 3, 4, 5 lights, and away we go. Both of the McLarens have a good start. Max Verstappen has a great start. He's alongside Lando Norris. He's slightly ahead of Lando Norris, trying to go right around the outside. He makes up a place. Max Verstappen is ahead of Lando Norris, makes up a place, and right behind Oscar Piastri. That's amazing news. Now we will see Oscar Piastri, then Verstappen, then Norris. And Norris is already hustling Verstappen. That McLaren has some serious pace. Right now we need Osama bin Russell to fuck it into the back of Norris. We need that. We need that. Come on. And Pierre Gasly is battling with a racing bull. That's interesting stuff. And Pierre Gasly wheel to wheel with Isaac Hadjar, and Charles Leclerc applying pressure on Pierre Gasly. Leclerc cannot even get past the Alpine. That's insane. That's how much of a shitbox the Ferrari is. Wheel to wheel, Lewis Hamilton against Liam Lawson gets pushed over the road, like off the track. Liam Lawson may get a penalty because of that. You don't do that to Lewis, okay? That man is going through something. I mean, this is just a worst year. 2025 is hands down the worst year in Lewis Hamilton's Formula One career. He went to the stream that the team that he has been dreaming to as a child, and he just found out that like some dreams should remain like dreams. Some dreams should not become a reality. This is a life lesson. But anyway, Piastri leads comfortably from Verstappen, and then Norris is trailing behind. George Russell is nicely... Oh, Kimi Antonelli actually, not George Russell. Kimi Antonelli is nicely putting on P4. Carlos Sainz made up a couple of positions. Fernando Alonso made a couple of positions. Russell and Aja didn't do that good enough of a job. But yeah, Andrea Kimi Antonelli is doing a great job. I think he needs to do this now. Kimi Antonelli loves Max Verstappen, and the best thing he can do right now for Verstappen is to drive into the side pod of Lando Norris, and then Verstappen will have a good fighting chance. And also, he doesn't need to kill himself. Just give him a tap. Give him a tap. That's what we want. But Verstappen had a great start, man. Great start. Great start. Took the position right off the bat. Now he just needs to stay in undercut territory of Oscar Piastri. The gap between Piastri and Verstappen is 1.6. Is that enough for an undercut? Is that enough? What's the pace differential? 20-year-old mediums. Is it nearly 1 second? If it is in free air, then in dirty air, that also matters. But I reckon we can know, man. Oscar Piastri is still under threat. Piastri just set the fastest lap of the race. Kimi Antonelli is inching closer to Lando Norris, it seems. Ooh, Hulkenberg attacking Gasly. Leclerc fell behind Hulkenberg. Nico Hulkenberg has some serious space, ladies and gentlemen, because he is on the soft tires. So anyway, but still, man, Sauber overtook the Ferrari of Leclerc now. It's unbelievable. Same Sauber, Nico Hulkenberg, same guy. Fucking menace, bro, this bro. Crazy. But yeah, Max Verstappen is doing a great job. 1.8 seconds behind Oscar Piastri, who is leading the race very comfortably. He is blitzing, bro. This is Oscar Piastri's night, I think. This is Oscar Piastri's night. I think he's going to pull 25 points on Verstappen. And I think mathematically at this stage, Max Verstappen will be out of the World Championship. I think that's what's going to happen. Because if Oscar wins and Lando is P2, yeah, then also Norris almost wins. Norris needs to get DNF. Like, that's what needs to happen. We need that and that only. If Norris DNFs, bro, the Formula One internet is going to explode. But now I think the race is going to be dulled down. There's nothing much to talk about right now. Everybody is just following everybody. It's kind of like the 2025 Japanese Grand Prix, where just there was only one overtake of Lewis overtaking Isaac Ajar. But anyway, we are now seeing the start. I might end the stream early because of this. I will wait for the first round of pit stops. If that is not good, Verstappen gets a very good launch. Norris fell for the old Verstappen trick. Very good job by Max Verstappen, as per. He always, hustles the Red Bull. Like he just tucked up really nicely and firmly behind Oscar Piastri, and he just Just great drive all the way up to turn one. Great car control while navigating the first corner. Great defense into turn two. And let's see what Lewis Hamilton is up to. He's P14. What the shit, man? He saw the collision between the Haas and the Liam Lawson V-carb. Then Lewis gets ahead of Liam Lawson's V-carb, and then the V-carb gets back, and he shoves Lewis Hamilton off the track. And Lewis is now going to say something on the radio. Now, in the start-finish straight, Nico Hülkenberg overtook Charles Leclerc. That's what we are seeing the replay now. What a great move by Nico Hülkenberg. What a brave move. That was phenomenal. That was phenomenal. That was beautiful to see. Some heavy defense. So Pierre Gasly is now under investigation. He went off track and then just jumped into the track. Something is broken in his car. I think he's going to retire. Bad night for Pierre Gasly. Bad night for Pierre Gasly. So who will be promoted to the points? Wow, lucky Charles Leclerc. Oliver Behrman will be P11. It'll be phenomenal if Oliver Behrman overtakes Charles. He is within striking distance. Oliver Behrman is within 7/10 of Charles Leclerc, so that's within DRS, man. One mistake, one wobble by the Ferrari will give Leclerc Verstappen radio. So Max Verstappen is experiencing some shifting issues on his car, and this is an issue. This is a problem now. We are under threat. This is bad. So Max Verstappen, breaking news, ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. If you're joining in, breaking news. Max Verstappen is experiencing balance issues in his RB21, and he just set the fastest lap of the race. So I don't know, man. I don't know. But he is 2.2 behind. Oh. But he is 2 yeah, I mean, he's 2 seconds behind Piastri. Maybe he's managing the tires, whatever. But anyway, we will see. Maybe overcut, undercut, we will see. Gasly has a black and white flag for rejoining unsafely. Lewis Hamilton is still stuck behind Liam Lawson. Now it's just going to be painful for Lewis Hamilton. What he needs to do is he needs to go and pit. The softs are not that good of a tire anyway. You try to make an overtake, the car is a shit box. Go to the pits, get a new set of mediums. You know, like, just do it. Like after lap 8, Lewis Hamilton should pit. There's nothing to lose, man. Got nothing to lose. Got nothing to lose. So what he should do is he should come out with intermediates. Let's see how fun that is. Esteban Ocon was moving before signal. Oh my god. Nico Hülkenberg was in a crash. We got a yellow flag. Right now, I think people will be going to the pits. Go, 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 go. It's right on the cusp, man. It's right on the cusp of Pierre Gasly should retire the car, man. The car is like, you know, there's something broken in the underbody of the car. He needs to pit, man. He needs to box and retire the car. There is a full safety car, ladies and gentlemen. Oscar Piastri just took the fastest lap from Max Verstappen, and this is amazing about the safety car because the lead of Piastri is now nullified. I don't think many people will pit. I genuinely don't think many people will pit. So we need to see a replay of how he crashed, and I think Lewis Hamilton should pit. I think that will be helpful. He will be allowed to join in the back of the grid. Oh, we got someone coming in. Is it Yuki Tsunoda? Oh, it's Max Verstappen, bro. What are you doing? Why Max is going into the pits? Kimi Antonelli is going into the pits too. Oh, they're giving him the softs. Or like, no, it's the mediums for Kimi. Oh, Kimi Antonelli. Oh, he's screwed. Oh, I know why Verstappen pitted right now. Because, yeah, because to avoid this, wow, Red Bull's like pit wall is so smart, man. They pitted Verstappen immediately because they knew that the pit lane would get busy, and that's where they're gonna get some track position. So that's beautiful strategy thinking for Max Verstappen by the Red Bull pit wall, because Hamilton still hasn't exited, because he still hasn't found a gap. I think he's gonna come out last. Unfortunate news for Lewis Hamilton fans, and it is what it is. I mean, I'm a Lewis Hamilton fan, so it's very unfortunate news for me. So Piastri, Norris, and Esteban Ocon did not pit. Nico Hulkenberg is sad, and he's standing near the Tech Pro barriers. If like a big machine goes to retrieve the car. Now Max Verstappen is on fresh tires right on the gearbox of Esteban Ocon under a safety car, so he's going to dispatch him quickly, and then we will see how feisty he can get with Lando Norris ahead of him and Oscar Piastri. So I think that's what's going to happen. So Nico Hulkenberg is trying to make an overtake around the outside of Pierre Gasly, and then they collide. They collide. I would say it's Nico Hulkenberg's fault a little bit. I think he maybe did Pierre Gasly tag him? I don't think this is Pierre Gasly's fault by that much. I don't think so. I mean, from the first look, that's how it looked like. So he is. I think he put in too much of a squeeze. Oh man. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. I think you can call it a racing incident. That I mean, it can be a racing incident. Pierre Gasly was a little bit greedy, yes. Did Pierre Gasly squeeze Nico Hulkenberg on the outside? Yes. Oh, 5 second time penalty for Esteban Ocon. Why? It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable, literally. Nico Hulkenberg and Pierre Gasly have a collision, and there's a safety car. And the first thing we see is from the race director's message: 5 second time penalty to Esteban Ocon. I don't know what the fuck this guy did. I don't know. Esteban Ocon just went to last. Now Verstappen is Norris on the radio. So look, I don't know. Like McLaren pit wall are having a conversation. This is the interesting bit. So Piastri and Norris didn't pit. Everybody else did. Everybody else is on a fresh set of mediums. Now the critical thing is, Verstappen pitted on lap 7, and the in lap or the out lap is, oh, he had a false start. So Esteban Ocon had a false start, so that's why he got a 5 second penalty. Norris is on the radio complaining. He's like, okay, what the fuck have we done? He is now right behind me with a fresh set of mediums. What the fuck are we doing? That's basically what Norris said to his race engineer. And his race engineer is like, you know what, for the remainder of the race, they're kind of locked into the strategy. They exactly know when is the next time Verstappen will pit, because they can count to 25. And then after that, there will be 25 more laps left, because Verstappen pitted on lap 7. This is like lap 8 right now. We're still behind the safety car. Lap 9. So now the thing is, the incident happened in lap 6. So Verstappen pitted when the lap 7 was starting. Like he was in the pit lane when he started lap 7. Now, I don't know, like that sounds to me dodgy. So I guess he did the 7th lap with his new tires. which means he only did 6 laps with the previous tires, but you need to do 7. So Verstappen has just been told that we need to push hard till lap 25. It's lap 10 right now. He will wear these tires for 15 more laps and he will just push as much as possible. So we will see a straight dogfight now. This is what Formula One is all about. We needed this safety car. And in the safety car restart, again, Norris will blink and he will get cooked. So this is Norris's easy work right now. And then we have Oscar Piastri versus Max Verstappen, straight fight, Norris on the radio. So yeah, that's what I said. No, I think Norris will lose some track position. Verstappen is right behind Norris, dude. Right behind Norris. Everybody's gonna get cooked right now. It's gonna be fun. If this is when both of the McLarens. So Norris is like an attack mode right now, right on the gearbox of Oscar Piastri. And Verstappen is like also ready. Everybody's just ready to go. The thing is, Verstappen is right on the gearbox of Norris, and I think he's gonna get him. He can get him, but will he though? Verstappen is now on maximum attack. We will see a dogfight. We'll see how much he can push this. Alright, we are underway. Green flag conditions. Piastri from Norris, from Verstappen. Nobody is gaining shit. Oh my god, that's such a dog shit of a track. Such a dog shit of a track. And this is what I was saying. You know? Like this is what I was saying. Like it's gonna be so predictable that it's just, you know what I mean? It's just such a dog shit of a track. Good track to do laps in, but a very, very bad track to go racing in. It's not a racetrack. It's a circuit, it's an international circuit, as the title says. But it's not a good racetrack, man. For racing, it's just horrible. Alright, Verstappen is chasing. I don't think this is gonna work, man. He's already 1.7 behind Lando Norris. Norris will stop on lap 25. I'm not sure when Verstappen will stop. Verstappen can stop in lap 32, between 25 to 32. So we will see. Oscar Piastri now does the fastest lap of the race. Free air is king, dude. Piastri is just having the time of his life. And I don't think Norris is in that bad of a position either. So last lap, Piastri is half a second faster than Norris. Wow. Piastri is already like pulled 1.2, 1.3 gap over Norris. So now the DRS is enabled, but nobody's close enough. Verstappen maybe is close enough. Oh my god, there is another incident involving car number 31. Esteban Ocon got a 5-second penalty for not serving the 5-second penalty correctly. I mean, he's under investigation right now, but I'm pretty sure they're going to give him a 5-second penalty. This is crazy. Gasly and Hulkenberg collide. Ocon gets a 5-second penalty. Then he goes and serves the penalty, and apparently that's not the right way to serve the penalty. So he's probably going to get 5 more seconds. So Esteban's race is over. Oliver Baumann is in the points. And that's how life goes, man. 6-point finishes in a row for Oliver Baumann. What a guy. What a guy. Verstappen has fell behind Norris. Pitting was not a good strategy. Pitting was not a good strategy. Maybe he's deliberately backing off. Yeah, but yeah, the turn two was the collision between Gasly and Hülkenberg was a racing incident. Just no further investigation. Right now, Charles Leclerc scores a couple of points, but Bearman is looking good, man. Bearman needs to attack. Oh, no further investigation. He actually Esteban Ocon served the 5 second time penalty correctly, so he won't be getting any more penalties, unfortunately. See, nothing is fun here. If we had a fun moment, we could have had some more Esteban Ocon penalties. Look, he's not going to score any points anymore. He's right now in the back of the grid, P18. I mean, it's like he's not going to do anything with that. So, yeah. There's a DRS train headed by Fernando Alonso. So there's Fernando Alonso, behind him is Isaac Hadjar, then George Russell, then Charles Leclerc, then Oliver Bearman. So Fernando Alonso, he is now opening a nice gap to Kimi Antonelli, and Williams of Carlos Sainz is P4. So that's the news of the day. Yuki Tsunoda is P12. Lewis is P14. It's great. Lewis is now dreading that when will the season get over. That's the worst part. Charles Leclerc needs to see that, okay, like I am here wasting my youth. So many other drivers have lost it here. Sebastian, then I mean many great drivers were there, but it's nobody won. And Leclerc knows this. Fernando Alonso DRS train. You know who is having the best time of his life? Kimi Antonelli. So Max Verstappen is now 4 seconds. He's dropped 4 seconds behind Norris now. So he's not gonna catch him. He's not gonna catch no one. The balance is all over the place. Oliver Bearman is keeping Charles Leclerc awake. Nothing's gonna happen, bro. Nothing's gonna happen. We had a safety car restart. Everyone was close. Verstappen was on new tires. Nothing is gonna happen. This is bad. If I wake up in the morning and there's some TSQ news, then I'll be excited. But this is just BS, man. This is unbelievable, guys. It's I would say much better rather than watching this fucking race. Go to bed. Go and get some fucking sleep. You need it. This is not worth losing sleep over. At least entertain, man. Someone needs to dive bomb into Norris. Like is that difficult to understand? The entire field is bunched up and no one is even having a look, having an attempt. Like that's how boring this is. Like in start finish straight, it's not long enough, man. It's not long enough. You gotta do something. You gotta do something. The 25 tire limit thing is kind of good, but the problem is like if everyone is subjected to the same rule, everyone can predict when other person might pit, like their pit window they can predict because they can just add 25. And that's a problem because now the jig is up and everybody knows it. It is some level of probability, so people try to do guesses and figure out which is their best way, but it's useless at this stage. Yeah. Verstappen will need to stop once, so that's a positive thing. So Verstappen started P3 and is still P3, one pit stop in. He only needs to stop once more, so that's the exciting part. But on the other hand, Norris and Piastri will need to stop like twice each. That's the critical part we need to pay attention to. Verstappen right now has 20 points to 22 points lead, because now I don't think there is going to be any kind of safety car, because no one is fast enough to attack anybody else. It's just everybody's stuck in a DRS train and nothing's gonna happen. So right now Verstappen has like 20 seconds, 22 seconds over the McLaren boys. Now he has lost 5 of those seconds to Norris and 8 of those seconds to Piastri. So he needs to manage the gap. Verstappen needs to push. His pace is just abysmal. He is dropping behind Norris. Norris started this race on those medium tires, and Max Verstappen just had put on like 10 laps ago, 9 laps ago. He put on a new set of mediums and he is not able to make an impression. It's unbelievable, man. Red Bull needs to do something to the car. But again, like I said, Verstappen has to pit only once more. And unfortunately, the McLaren boys needs to pit twice more. So that's a critical fun thing. Now, Max will just extend. I think Max will go till lap 30, and then he will. Oh no, he cannot pit at lap 30. He needs to go to lap 32. Verstappen needs to go to lap 32. If Verstappen needs to go to lap 32 and then he will put another set of hards or whatever, he needs to put on hards because he put on the mediums and that was shit. I mean, he started on the mediums and his pace is whatever. This is the only strategy. Verstappen cannot stop twice again. Now this is what Verstappen is waiting for. He is saving the tires now. Okay, I got it. I got the strategy of Max Verstappen. So Max Verstappen is deliberately dropping behind the 2 McLarens ahead to save his tires. And he knows that in lap 25, Norris and Piastri will pit because they will have to. And then he will have clear air and there he will use up those tires. He's waiting it. He's waiting for that moment. And then in lap 32, Verstappen will pit for the final time, put on a set of hard tires and go till the end of the race. Now, in lap 50, the McLaren boys will have to pit once again. Now, will they pit earlier, like lap 45, to give the drivers more time to attack? That could happen. And that's where it's gonna get interesting. So we have to watch it. Like, we have to watch it for the strategy. The math is now working. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, don't lose hope. There is still a little bit of excitement in the 2025 Qatar Grand Prix. Let me explain. Verstappen pitted on lap 7, which means next time he will pit will be in lap 32. But the 2 McLarens ahead of him will pit on lap 25. And as we are talking, Verstappen has closed half a second to Lando Norris, which means the McLaren driver's tires are starting to fall off a little bit. Anyway, Verstappen pitted on lap 7. He will have to pit again on lap 32 for the last time. The McLaren boys need to pit on lap 25. In that time, Max Verstappen will inherit the lead. and then he will push. And another interesting thing is something will yeah, so when Verstappen will inherit the lead, he'll just bang in those amazing laps. He's saving tires right now. Max Verstappen's pace, I'm pretty sure he's hiding some pace now. Verstappen's pace is not representative of what he is doing right now. He's saving some tires. He was a little bit faster than Lando Norris in the final sector, like in the last lap. Keeping in touch, no problem. But that's the thing. So Verstappen is hiding some pace right now, which he will unleash once the McLarens are out of his fucking way. 5 more laps, the tires will degrade even more, and Verstappen will get stronger as this stint progresses. Now from then we will see, because Verstappen has to put on lap 32, and then he will put on a set of hards. I believe he has to do a set of hards. He started on the mediums, did the medium one, and then he has to go on to the hards. That's where things will get interesting. So now we have to chill for the next 5 laps, talk about nonsense of life, and I will share some of my favorite political propagandas. No, I'm joking. I'll not do it. I don't want to get banned. I have no idea how the live commenting things work. So let's go and figure that out, because nothing's going to happen for the next 5 laps. On lap 25, we will have what we will have. On lap 25, we have yes, on lap 25 the McLaren drivers will pit, and then we will have something exciting to talk about. So until then, we can just take the chill pill. Black and white flag for Alexander Albon for track limit. So I'm gonna put on the beanie because my ears are cold. And even though the race is going to be absolutely boring in terms of track action, the safety car at the start, which happened around at the perfect time if you think about it. The crash happened in lap 6, and Verstappen front left is struggling a bit now. So Oscar Piastri said on the radio that the front left is struggling a bit now. The timing of the safety car caused by Nico Hülkenberg's crash. Very interesting. So Max Verstappen is doing a great job of managing the pace. He's saving the pace, and I think he will unleash it after lap 25. So we have 2 things. First, we will see how the pit stops go for the McLaren drivers, because they cannot double stack. The drivers are like too close for them to double stack, and if they double stack, then they make some mistake. It's gonna be insane, is all I'm trying to say. So yeah, now like the McLaren people are like now shitting brakes, because Verstappen is like does have significant gap. Oh, Verstappen just dropped back. What the fuck? Verstappen is 8 seconds behind Norris. What the fuck happened? He was 4 seconds behind Norris. What happened to Max Verstappen? We need to see a replay. Verstappen just dropped back. What the fuck happened? What happened? Verstappen was 4 seconds behind Norris. Did he go off? Oh my goodness. So they're doing some front wing changes, but in last lap, Verstappen was faster than Norris. I don't understand how the gap became 8 seconds almost. It was 4 seconds. He went off somewhere. He has to. He has to. Come on, man. This is not something that we wanted. Verstappen's pace is not good at all. What happened? Oh my god. Oh my god. This is the worst thing. Is it because of the weenie? I don't think so, it can't be. But Max is just dropping pace. He's supposed to close in. I mean, he is supposed to be faster than the two McLaren side of him. He is 7.7 behind. He used to be 4. Like, what's happening? I mean, he's slowly inching ahead, but he needs to go and build that pace back up, man. I think he went off somewhere. You don't suddenly go 4 seconds away within the span of a couple of laps. Something happened. But anyway, all is not lost. We still have some laps to go. Piastri on the radio being told to box. That's what I was thinking. Now Piastri is the leading car, so he got the advantage. Now Verstappen is getting ready to push. Verstappen needs to push, bro. We need to push, man. He is pushing, I know, but the car is a shit. What can he do? So Oscar Piastri going in the pit lane. We need to see how good, bad or ugly the pit stop is. The car comes out, the wheels goes out, the wheels go on. It's a decent pit stop, 3.1. Not the best, but like decent. Because Max Verstappen practically got a free pit stop because it's the safety car situation, right? Now Piastri is going to get out in a nice gap. Now Oscar Piastri's goal should be to eke out some good lap time. I think he's gonna do it, man. This is Piastri's night. This lap Norris is gonna sit. Like pit. But this is Piastri's night. I'm feeling that Piastri is going to take the W home this time, and now Norris is going to pit. So Verstappen now is only 4 seconds behind Norris. That's more like it. He has made in some progress, and yeah. But let's see what Piastri can do. Piastri is now 23 seconds behind the race leader, Lando Norris, who pits. Now Verstappen inherits the lead of the race. And Verstappen, bro, we need the pace right now, man. We need to do as many, we need to do quali laps at this stage, bro. Max, come on, man. We are completely in clear. Feel free to push as much as you can. Quali laps. We need quali laps, Max. Come on. GP Lambias need to tell Max right now. We need quali laps, motherfucker. We need quali laps. You know what will be really great in a few laps right now? It's like a VSC or something. Now Lando Norris is being put under pressure by Fernando Alonso, who still hasn't pitted. I think Fernando Alonso is gonna pit later. PS3 and Norris are still close to one another. 4 seconds now the gap. Norris must be fuming after losing that position to Verstappen at the start of the race. And I think pitting so early in the race helped Max drastically. Lando Norris is now under pressure from Fernando Alonso. Who would have thought? But it's not going to be too bad in the sense that Fernando is never going to threaten a McLaren, Norris radio? So Lance Stroll is under investigation for speeding in the pit lane. Anyway, the point is, Lando Norris was pushing a bit too much, trying to protect from Fernando. But he has just been told by his race engineer that we need to preserve the tires. Oscar Piastri sets the fastest lap. On lap 32, that is the main deciding moment. We need to see the comparative pace of Verstappen, Piastri and Norris. I want to see if Verstappen is quicker. Piastri on radio. Yes. So Piastri knows that they all will pit in lap 32 and he will be back at the lead of the race. I think in a while Piastri is going, wow, is Piastri that quick? About 2 seconds, is that the pace differential in new tires? Because now Piastri is 2.6 seconds behind Antonelli and the statistical graph. So Oscar Piastri will pit again before lap 49. But when? That's the crazy thing. If you put on a set of hards, because he has to, there's no other tire left, you can do that. You can put on a set of hards, and then on lap 40, I guess, he can just push. From lap 32 to lap 42, Oscar Piastri can just push like crazy, and then pit up to 42, and then pit for hards, and then take those hards all the way to the end. That's a good strategy. That's a good strategy. If he can pull it off, though. But I think that'll give him. But this is Oscar's night. Something's telling me that this is Oscar's night. Lando's pit stop is also flawless. We are having no fun today. This is not, I mean, the race is, decent, but it's not fun. You know what I'm saying? Oscar Piastri is at the back of Kimi Antonelli, and this is where things will get interesting, because this is where Kimi Antonelli is going to back up Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris, allowing Max Verstappen to get some decent gap. That's what's going to happen. Kimi Antonelli will pit on lap 32, which means for the next 3 laps, Oscar Piastri will lose a bit of time because of Kimi Antonelli, so that's gonna happen. But Oscar Piastri was 1.2 seconds faster than Kimi, so that's some serious pace. He may just sail past him, but at the same time, don't underestimate Kimi, man. The man has nothing to lose. Maybe Piastri easily goes by, but Norris gets hit by Kimi Antonelli and then retires. So it's just, like that's how it goes. And now we have to wait until Abu Dhabi to find out who wins. Antonelli and Piastri. Right. Let's see what Kimi Antonelli can do in terms of defense. We need Kimi Antonelli to defend. Kimi Antonelli is good at defending. He defended against Max Verstappen in Brazil. I think he can do it again here. I have so many high hopes from him, from this kid. And he needs to do some magic, he needs to do something. But Oscar Piastri has lined him up pretty good, man. Lined him up pretty good. Who is ahead of Kimi Antonelli? Does he have DRS or something? Oscar Piastri is gaining, and he's gonna send it down the inside. And he just made the move. It's had a lot of pace, man. Fuck, man, this is crazy. Such a shit track. When you want racing, you don't get it. When you don't want it, you get it. But anyway, now Lando Norris will attempt, and he will lose some time, and then Verstappen will pip him. Damn it. So anyway, Carlos Sainz is running P2 in the podium position. Leclerc on radio. So George Russell may be, you know, driving outside the track in turn 18. In not turn 18, turn 10, I think. There is no turn 18. So George Russell may be stepping outside the white lines in turn 10. Leclerc says this on the radio. So I guess we will find out if Osama bin Russell has a 5-second time penalty. Now, Kimi Antonelli is under pressure from Osama bin Russell. No, Kimi Antonelli from Norris. And Sainz is under pressure from Piastri. Kimi Antonelli is 0.8 ahead of Norris, so which means he can keep the position. But let's see, but Norris is now awfully close, man. Norris is awfully close. Come on, Lando. Come on. You have to entertain us, buddy. Lando can crash into Kimi Antonelli. I don't mind that. Why do other people have to crash into Lando? Lando can do it to himself. Just do something, overcook a ton or something, overcook a ton. But Carlos Sainz is doing good job, man, of keeping Oscar Piastri at bay. And this is helping Max. This is literally helping Max. Every second, Max Verstappen is being told to box. Now, I don't think this is the lap where Oscar Piastri gets past Carlos Sainz. I don't think so, you know. Yep. Kimi Antonelli also holds up Lando Norris. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. This is working beautifully into Max Verstappen's hands. This is working beautifully because Carlos Sainz is holding Piastri. Piastri definitely lost time, like I would say around a second. And Norris also lost around a second because these guys are now flying. So that's brilliant. Norris definitely lost a second, and Piastri definitely lost a second too within a lap. So and that's big. So Verstappen will pit in this lap, and Sainz and Antonelli are still costing Piastri and Norris time. This is beautiful. Carlos Sainz and Kimi Antonelli. Wow. I used to think that Charles Leclerc and Osama bin Russell will get in the way of the McLarens, but it's Carlos Sainz and Kimi Antonelli. So Max Verstappen pits. Oscar Piastri is right on the tail of Carlos Sainz, who will be pitting too. So no. Oh my God, Carlos Sainz goes for another lap. Verstappen has a great pit stop. Carlos Sainz goes to the pits, I think. Yeah. So now both of the McLarens pit out. Wow. I mean, Verstappen is not that far behind. Now Verstappen, all he needs to do is just nurse these tires till the end. He doesn't need to. He just needs to maintain track position. We need a safety car or a virtual safety car. No, not a virtual safety car. We need a full safety car. Verstappen just needs to. Great pit stop strategy by the Red Bull team. Great strategy by the Red Bull team. Now we will get to know. When do we get to know? This is lap 33 now. Verstappen should be on hot tires, I feel like. Lewis Hamilton is defending hard against Gabriel Bortoleto. But Verstappen should be on hot tires, if I'm not wrong. Can we get a shot of Max Verstappen's tire, please, race director? Gabriel Bortoleto is about to overtake Lewis Hamilton. It's going to happen. Sauber has space. Oscar Piastri, race leader. Lando Norris in P2. I couldn't see which tires. for Piastri and for Norris. I think Verstappen is on the hard tires. As we know, Verstappen is on the hard tires. So yeah, now he just needs to manage the pace. Just keep managing the pace. And this is working beautifully for Verstappen. Andrea Kimi Antonelli. Now Kimi Antonelli will do it again. Bearman incident, unsafe condition. Norris radio. So Lando Norris has been told on the radio by Tom Stalla that we need to be faster than Max Verstappen, much faster. Otherwise, he's gonna beat us. Because, like I said, Verstappen doesn't need to pit anymore. Norris and Piastri do, and I think he might beat both of them. I think Max Verstappen will beat both of them. But let's see. Carlos Sainz also needs to push. Verstappen radio. So yeah, Jean-Pierre Lambiase and Verstappen are having some nice conversations about the tire conditions and what they need to do. Now, Verstappen needs to eke this out for 25 laps. So I think we'll see. And we will know by lap 50. Now that's the thing. Lap 50 is the maximum in which we will know who is going to win the race. I think Verstappen can win this race. Pitting during the safety car on lap 7 was beautiful. Great move by Max Verstappen. Norris radio. So Norris needs some coaching about throttling. So I don't know. Carlos Sainz need to push hard, man. So Bearman's unsafe release. Oh, something happened. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh my god. Oliver Bearman. Oh my god. He was punching the steering wheel. He was running in the points, man. We were running in the points. Fuck, man. Ah, it breaks my heart. Oliver Bearman will not finish in the points because of a pit stop issue. He was not fully off the jack when he got the green light, so he fucked. So Oscar Piastri is again skeptical of the strategy, as he should be. He is doing a great job, but like what are they gonna do? They are now sitting ducks for Max Verstappen. That's the thing, because Verstappen, I think he is comfortable where he is. Norris radio. So Max Verstappen should be grinning under the helmet because the car is damaged, and Norris just said it on the radio that the car is damaged and I just went off. So he went off track somewhere and the car is damaged, which means Norris DNF incoming. anything can happen. And Oscar Piastri will lose to Max Verstappen because of the pit stop situation, and Verstappen will win. Oh my God, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. This night is going to turn into a very beautiful race. This is what's going to happen. Norris is having some problem in the car, which means he will DNF. And then Oscar Piastri will lose to Max Verstappen once he pits. He is not significantly far ahead of Verstappen. He's only 8 seconds far ahead of Verstappen. And in a pit stop, you lose about 25 seconds. So, Norris on the radio. So Lando Norris is having brake temperature issues. He needs to back off in the high speed sections in order to cool his brake temperatures. So temperatures is too much, and he had a huge moment in the final sector. So he needs to calm down, and he needs to back off a little bit. He needs to manage the pace. Norris needs to manage the pace, otherwise he's gonna DNF. Verstappen needs to put some pressure on him, and Norris's car needs to give up. That's what we need. Verstappen smells blood, man. Smells blood. He's 1.9 behind Lando Norris. The race is coming to us. You know what, guys? The hard tires was actually the significantly better one. I wish Verstappen was in the hard tires earlier. He would be significantly faster. Right now, he is significantly quick. I think the Red Bull is more suited to the hard tires. We'll see. We'll see. Norris managing his pace. Sector 3 is the worst sector because it's the hardest to follow. That's where we're losing time. And the amount of time you gain in the first two sectors, you lose a lot of that, like more than that in the final sector. Like that's the problem with the final sector. That's the problem with the Qatar Grand Prix. Because the final sector, if you design it in a way that there is too much dirty air for the car behind, then there will be zero overtakes into turn 1. That's something that the track designers should think. Yeah, that's why it's a bad track. It's if there is an overtaking zone in the track based on design, then you have to design the track in a way that by the time drivers reach the overtaking zone, they gain on each other, right? They get closer. But that's the opposite of what happens in Qatar. In the final sector, you actually get so much dirty air that you will go farther. So which means you won't have a good run into the guy into turn 1. But Max Verstappen is gradually gaining on Lando Norris lap after lap after lap, which is very interesting to see. Norris is incapable of keeping up with Piastri, but as I mentioned, this is Oscar Piastri's night. But Verstappen is here to spoil the party, though. 10-second stop-go penalty to Oliver Behrman. Unbelievable. For releasing the car into unsafe conditions. This is a horrible race for Oliver. We're having a good time now. Max Verstappen is 1.5 behind Lando Norris, who is 7.5 behind Oscar Piastri. Oscar Piastri is clean, bro. He's out. But if Verstappen gets past Norris, then he's gonna start closing into Verstappen. I think this can happen. Norris needs to go off once, and yeah. But Verstappen is simply too far behind. Piastri radio. So Oscar Piastri is now picking up what I said a few minutes ago. Oscar Piastri is like, we are if we pit whenever we pit, we're gonna come behind Verstappen. So the best strategy is to pit now so that we can chase him down. We cannot try to create a 25-second gap so that we can pit and get ahead, because Oscar Piastri also had that moment like Lando Norris, because he's pushing the shit out of his car, and that's a very sensible strategy. So Oscar Piastri is now thinking the strategy for himself, because that's what you have to do, and he needs to box now. There's not many laps left, Oscar. You need to box now. Box now, put on the hard tires, and then push, push, push all the way to the end. But overtaking is difficult, so be careful. But this is the best shot you got. Piastri needs to pit now. Lando is under threat already. Lando is now 1.2 ahead of Verstappen. And Verstappen is now, he's going to have a lot of massive slipstream. Even though he's not going to have DRS, he's going to have slipstream. So Verstappen is right there, right on the gearbox of Lando Norris. He's just got a very good toe. Piastri on radio. Yep, Oscar Piastri is making the strategy call. He needs to box right now. It's time to box, bro. Oscar Piastri, go, dude. You need to box. Don't listen to the McLaren pit wall. Whenever you're gonna pit, you're gonna be behind Verstappen, and it's not gonna happen. You need laps to catch and pass Verstappen. Go into the fucking box right now. Tell them that I'm boxing in. Come on, dude. This is Piastri's night, like I said. This is Oscar Piastri's night, King of Qatar. But yeah, let's go. Oscar Piastri again. Oscar Piastri is boxing. Piastri is boxing this lap. He's coming in. He's coming in. Norris will now inherit the lead. And I think Norris is going to ask for the same thing. But Verstappen is right on the gearbox of Norris. Let's see if McLaren... That's a good pit stop. Great stop. Great pit stop by Oscar Piastri. 1.8. What a fucking pit stop. Magnificent pit stop by the McLaren crew. 1.8 seconds. What a job. What a great job, man. What a great job. How far behind is he? Verstappen radio. So Oscar Piastri won't be able to chase down Max Verstappen because he is 17 seconds behind Max Verstappen. And there are not enough laps. Even if he gains 1 second per lap, there are not 17 laps. So he's not going to chase him down. So that's off. So Piastri is not going to win this race. Next, is Verstappen going to overtake Lando Norris right now on merit? Because Norris has to pit again. Norris needs to pit again. And all of these Norris fans, dumbasses, are looking keenly, because it doesn't matter if Verstappen overtakes Norris on track. If he does, then it's credit, but he doesn't need to, because Norris has to pit. And once Norris pits, it's just like he's going to be behind Oscar Piastri. Nothing's gonna happen, or like he's not that close enough. Verstappen needs to be like 3/10, 3.5 tenths exiting the final corner. That's how close he needs to be. And that can only happen if Norris loses it somewhere around in the final corner. That's the only way. So in the first two sectors, yes, Verstappen can keep up, but in the final sector, which is high speed, it's just impossible to keep up. Now Norris can make a mistake himself, but Oscar Piastri had a phenomenal pit stop, man. But it's not going to help him win the race, though. Yeah, this is where Norris is going to pull away. See, Verstappen is now having some steering corrections to do, which is very hard. Piastri is setting the purple sector 1. Piastri needs to just do quali laps till the end. That's all he can do. Driver pit crews are rushing in. Norris is going into the box, unleashing Max Verstappen into the lead of the Qatar Grand Prix. It's now his lead to lose. The order of the race is now properly given. Oh my god, he lost another position to Carlos Sainz. Carlos Sainz is now P3. Oh my goodness. Kimi Antonelli too. Oh my goodness. This is great. Lando Norris is P5 at the moment. If he finishes P5, then he will lose 15 points to Max Verstappen. We are still in the fight, baby. This is great job. Because oh my goodness, this is great, because now Norris will be at a disadvantage. He is not going to overtake Kimi Antonelli. He is not going to overtake Carlos Sainz. These two guys are going to fight hard. Or will he be able to? Oh, Fernando Alonso had a spin by himself. Oh, no. Carlos and Kimi will pit again, no? On lap 50-ish. I think by this time, yeah. Oh, no. I got too excited. So Norris will lose 10 points, not 15, to Max. But still, that's great. Like going into the final race, it will be 14 points. But Abu Dhabi is actually advantageous for, yeah. At this stage, I mean, Carlos and Antonelli need to do some magnificent laps. Carlos. No. Carlos Sainz needs to stop again. Oh, Carlos Sainz, yeah, I think he needs to stop again. When did Carlos Sainz stop? Did he stop on lap 42? Did he? If Carlos Sainz and Kimi Antonelli stop on lap 42, then they don't need to pit again, I think. Yeah, they pitted on lap 25. This is crazy. This is crazy if that's happened. So Norris had another issue. Bro, this is crazy. We are still in the fight. Norris is struggling to keep the car on track. Yeah, Norris is struggling. Oliver Lemon just, yeah, very disappointed, distraught. He didn't do anything. They just retired the car. You know, it's just too many mistakes. Just fucked up. Science radio. Wow, Carlos Sainz is on his way to get a second podium. Max Verstappen, Oscar Piastri, Carlos Sainz. Insane. Lando Norris got screwed over. Holy shit. Qatar usually has boring races, man. This ain't one of them. You cannot say this was a boring race. Wow, Piastri radio. So Max Verstappen is actually having a great time at the front of the field. He is 14.2 seconds ahead. He's gonna win this race. We are gonna win the 2025 Qatar Grand Prix, ladies and gentlemen. We have done it again. Pulled it out of the fucking bag. We are the best. And now Oscar Piastri will be P3 in the constructor standings. Now Verstappen will be P2 in the constructor standings. It's insane. At one point, Verstappen was 104 points behind Oscar Piastri. Now he is going to be, after this race, 7 points ahead of Oscar Piastri. That's the phenomenal part. And Lando Norris is going to finish P5, which means he will lose 15 points to Max Verstappen, which means the championship gap will be 10 points. 10 points or something like that. Like very less is what I'm saying. But that depends on if Norris can pass Antonelli. We will see what Antonelli can do. Come on, Kimi. Come on, man. Come on. Kimi Antonelli caused a DNF for Max Verstappen in Austria. Now he needs to return the favor by causing a DNF to Lando Norris in Qatar. That's all we ask for. Just do like a race incident type of thing, and then, you know, it is what it is. Make it fudgy. But Norris is not even in DRS of Kimi, so we'll see when he gets there. And Verstappen is doing a great job. Just needs to manage space until the end. No need to push too hard, no need to take any crazy risk. I mean, he's gonna push, I know. Piastri is trying his best to push, but they lost the race right at the beginning. It's great. And this is the thing about the predictable pit stop strategies, right? When you make the 25 laps rule, you basically lose this advantage. But now we will see, man. Holy fucking shit, we did it, man. Piastri is faster, but he's not fast enough. He needs to pull one more second on whatever pace he's doing. We'll see how much he can close up. We need Kimi Antonelli's best defense right now. Kimi Antonelli needs to deploy the shit out of his battery pack in the straights, and then just use dirty air to his defense. He needs to do this. I'm not sure if he's smart enough. I think Gabriel Bortoleto has done that, but he needs to do it again. In terms of like using dirty air as a defensive mechanism. But Norris has lined him up properly. Come on, Kimi, come on, force him the wrong way outside, force him the long way outside. Ooh, he is ahead. Kimi Antonelli remains ahead. Oh my god, that was insane. Let's not do that again, man. We need to pull away, Kimi. We need to pull away. Or we need to keep him at that distance for like 3 more laps. Then his tires will be cooked. So we can do either. But I think it's safer bet to pull away. Kimi Antonelli, come on, man. The tires still have life. 7 more laps. Come on, buddy. Come on. They're hot tires. They'll go. Come on, Kimi. You can do this. You can do this. Use the dirty air to your advantage. Right now, Kimi is good. He has good experience in defending against experienced drivers, so we will see. He is 7/10. That's too less. Science. Okay, Science is now needs to just push hard, and Norris is 6/10 behind Kimi Antonelli. I don't think that is enough. I think you need to be around, 4/10. You need to be around 4/10 at the exit of the final corner in order to make it pass. So Kimi Antonelli is managing the gap nice and tight. All he needs to do is make the last corners exit clean AF. And that's where he's going to make the maximum difference. Like the final sector is the most critical one in terms of defense around Qatar. Verstappen is just cruising, man. Carlos. So Carlos Sainz is under pressure because his car is breaking apart. He is experiencing understeer into right-hand corner. So this is not good news for us. But we will see. But anyway, this might help him because he will give DRS to Kimi Antonelli and Kimi Antonelli can defend even better. Now Lando Norris is actually putting a lot of pressure. Oh my god, Norris is 4 tenths behind. He is right on the gap. Shit. Oh my days. Oh my days. Kimi Antonelli is out of threat. He needs to move to the center of the track. Dude, force him around the outside. Force him around the outside. Oh, he holds the position. Okay, great. I think he used the battery pack. Battery energy. Great job. Great job, Kimi. Great job. That's what we need to do. So apparently there can be some damage in the floor of the Carlos Sainz's Williams. He can bring the car home though if this is the pace. If the issue is consistent, then you can drive around it. But if the issue is inconsistent, that's the worst thing. So within 4 laps, we will have the results. Max Verstappen, Oscar Piastri, Carlos Sainz as it stands. And yeah, Max Verstappen deserves the drive of the day. Next is Carlos Sainz. What a great driver. So now Kimi Antonelli is again under pressure from Lando Norris. We will see what happens. We will see what happens. Come on, Carlos, give Kimi some DRS, my friend. Antonelli is 2 seconds behind. Norris is way too far behind. He's not going to overtake Kimi Antonelli. So Norris is going to stay P5, I think. Ooh, he's having a look. He's having a look, but yeah, he was too far ahead. Norris was 8 tenths behind this time, like at the start of the final straight. So Kimi is doing great job, man. Kimi Antonelli is steadily gaining over Carlos Sainz, lap after lap after lap. But he's not gaining at a fast enough rate. He's gaining by half a second, which is decent, but you need more than that in order to defend. Max Verstappen is 11.9 ahead of Oscar Piastri, who is going to be P2. In all fairness, Oscar Piastri should be happy. He started on pole, he was P2, not that bad. Lando started P2, he's P5. That's worse. But obviously, if you start from start first, you want to finish first. But you know, Verstappen did some magical things, and then McLaren became reactive. That's the issue. They are always reactive. Anyway, Kimi Antonelli is again under pressure from Norris. The gap is 7 tenths of a second, which means positions will not be changed. This is great, man. I'm loving it. I'm happy that I didn't end the live stream, and I'm happy that I'm still here yapping, because this is turning out to be a great race. An absolutely great race. Nobody expected this. Championship fight will go to Abu Dhabi, and whoever wins Abu Dhabi is, I think, gonna win. Is it? Because now, how far ahead? Like what's the gap now? What's the stats now? So now Max Verstappen is 24 points, or is it 25 points? We'll see. Right after the end of the race, we'll see. But yeah, Kimi Antonelli is doing a great job of defending Norris, keeping Norris behind. And that's the beauty of Formula 1, ladies and gentlemen. 2 more laps to go, and we will win this race. 3 laps to go. Wow. This is beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. This is it. Abu Dhabi is gonna be critical. Leclerc radio. Yeah, nobody cares about Leclerc right now. Leclerc, Liam Lawson is in the running in the points. Great job from him. Isaac Hajar is P6, and Liam Lawson is also running in the points. Double points for the Racing Bulls. Flag will be waved by Kevin Hart, the Hollywood sellout. Allegedly, allegedly. But anyways, beautiful that Kimi Antonelli is doing a great job of defending against Lando Norris, and that's that. That's beautiful. Isaac Hajar got overtaken by George Russell, or Isaac Hajar, something happened. Oh my God, Isaac Hajar's car has some form of damage. I think he's being overtaken by everybody. Something happened to him. Something happened to Isaac Hajar's car. And Kimi Antonelli is suddenly under a lot of pressure, no? Oh my God, no, it's not under a lot of pressure. The gap is 6 tenths of a second, which is decent, whatever. Carlos Sainz need to push, bro. What the hell happened with Isaac Hajar? Isaac Hajar is dropping like a stone in a lake. What happened to him? We need to know what happened to Isaac Hajar. I'm not gonna hear. This is great. I mean, not great for Isaac Hajar, but I'm talking about Max Verstappen in the championship situation. Yuki Tsunoda is now finally in the points because of that, because of Isaac Hajar's sacrifice. Wow, great job, great job. Everybody just GG, man. Yuki Tsunoda got a point, Liam Lawson a couple of points, Fernando Alonso ahead of Charles Leclerc. Great job. Carlos Sainz. Ooh, Kimi Antonelli got overtaken, man. Fuck. What an idiot. Oh my goodness. That was horrible. Kimi, man. Come on. What do you do, man? What you do, man? What you doing, man? Oh, Norris ran wide. He went onto the gravel trap. But I don't think it compromised him that much. I think enough to it compromised him, but by enough to keep him away from the podium position. But great job by Norris, finally getting past Kimi Antonelli on a dog shit track like this. Come on, come on. Fuck, this is not good news for Verstappen fans. The gap would have been 10 points, but now it'll be 12 points after this. But we'll see. We'll talk about numbers later on. But now let's just enjoy. Let's just enjoy everything. Let's enjoy a Verstappen victory. Let's enjoy Lando Norris losing points to the championship contenders. Let's enjoy Carlos Sainz on the podium, Verstappen on the radio. Max Verstappen win. Max Verstappen wins. Oscar Piastri P2. And Carlos Sainz defending with all his might from Lando Norris to capture the final step on the podium. Great job by Carlos Sainz, man. Great job by Carlos Sainz. Great job. Great job. Great job. Right now, we are 12 points behind Norris. You have Verstappen on radio. So, wow, amazing strategy, amazing. Just some simply lovely messages. I think Verstappen also got the driver of the day because of that. What a drive! What a strategy! What a strategy! What a great strategy! This is the best execution of quick thinking, and this is the problem with the energy drink company. These motherfuckers act quick. Piastri radio. Oscar Piastri is just frustrated on the radio. Obviously, understandably, we start first and you don't finish first. It is what it is. But Red Bull just took the gamble very quickly. They're like, you know what, this is what we are sticking in, and this is gonna help us, and it did. They got another podium, man. Carlos Sainz got another podium. Carlos Sainz Senior is in the pit wall. We need to hear the smooth operator. Great drive. So Carlos Sainz is now lighting it up. Second podium for Williams. Great job. It's great. Lewis should have gone to Williams. Just saying. Lewis should have gone to Williams. At least he would have enjoyed racing, you know. Lewis must be looking at Carlos and thinking the same. But Max Verstappen wins the race. He is the driver of the day. Great result, man. Great performance. There's nothing you can take away from them. Anyway, we stay in the championship fight. Now only 12 points. And yeah, Verstappen needs to win Abu Dhabi with Lando finishing P4 or lower, and then we will win the World Championship. That's it. Lando needs to finish P4 or lower. We need other drivers like Kimi Antonelli and George Russell stronger than Lando Norris. We need that. We need that. But anyway, that's the live stream, guys. I'll do a complete analysis of this as usual. Thank you.